You think you own your house, your car, your clothes? The truth is you own nothing, not even your own body. One day life will take it all back. Marcus Aurelius knew this. You may leave this life at any moment. Let that determine what you do and say. So stop clinging. Stop fearing loss. When you accept you own nothing, you become free. Free to act with courage. Free to love without attachment. That's the Stoic way. And it's unshakable because you've already let go. I grew up thinking that one day everything would be mine. The house I was renting would be the house I owned. The car I was driving would be the car I possessed. Even the girl I was dating, I assumed, would stay with me forever. But then my whole world collapsed. My father lost his business. We had to sell our house and move in with relatives. My girlfriend broke up with me. In one fell swoop, I lost everything. I was confused, hurt, and angry. Why did life treat me so badly? I thought life owed me something, but it didn't care about my thoughts. It just kept moving forward. Then I remembered the words of Marcus Aurelius. You may leave this life at any moment. Let that determine what you do and say. He was right. I could have died at any moment. I could have lost everything at any moment. And in fact, I did. I realized I don't own anything. Everything can be taken away from me, including my life. This realization shocked me. What did it mean for me? What does it mean for you? Epictetus once said, "Don't talk about your big plans to anyone unless you're prepared to have them mocked." In the ancient Greek and Roman world, people believed that you controlled your fate. They saw themselves as the masters of their destiny, not victims of circumstances. That was the Stoics. You are the master of your destiny. If you are waiting for life to give you something before you start giving it your best shot, then you're a fool. As Seneca wrote, it is not that life is short, but that we waste a lot of it. You're probably thinking, why should I listen to some ancient dead guy? Well, because he was right. Because he saw through the illusion that we often fall for. For example, when you see a beautiful sunset, do you think it's there for you and only you? No. 1,000 other people are seeing it too, just like you. It's not special, unique, or valuable just because you're looking at it. It's the same with happiness. Happiness isn't something you find out there in the world. You can't pick it up off the ground. It's something you create inside yourself. And you do it by accepting things as they are, by understanding that we don't own anything and we can't control anything. Seneca says, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Most of the time, we suffer because of the stories we tell ourselves about the world around us, not because of the world itself. For example, if someone takes away your possessions, you will suffer. But if someone takes away your story, your identity, your belief system, you will suffer even more. Epictetus once said, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Our suffering often comes from our unwillingness to accept what we cannot change, from our inability to detach from outcomes, from our refusal to let go. When you understand this, you're no longer a slave to your thoughts. You're free to make choices, real choices, not based on fear, obligation, or guilt, but based on who you are. This freedom, this unshakable peace, it's what every human being is seeking, whether they know it or not. You may think you want revenge, but really you just want peace. You may think you want fame, but really you want to be seen. You may think you want love, but really you want connection. All these things are fine, but they don't define you. They don't make you you. And here's where you may disagree. You might think you do own something. You own your body, your emotions, your opinions. But you don't. You can feel angry, but you can't feel anger. You can think you feel pain, but you can't feel pain. Pain is real, but pain is not you. You can escape from pain. You can run away from pain. You can hide from pain. You can numb pain, but you can't possess pain. It's the same with your body. You can take care of it. You can nurture it. You can exhaust it. But you can't possess it. You can't even keep it for certain. Your body is yours. but it's also not yours. One day, your body will get old, sick, or tired. It will need rest. You can't fight that. It's part of life. Marcus Aurelius says, "The newborn babe understands many things that the philosopher does not understand." You don't need to ponder the nature of existence to realize you don't own your body. You feel it every time you sneeze, every time you catch an illness, every time you experience a physical need. Your body belongs to your body. It's not yours to command. It's not yours to dispose of. It's just yours to inhabit. It's just yours to experience. You may think you own your mind, but you don't. Every day you wake up and think, "Today I will be strong. Today I will be happy. Today I will be peaceful." But then your mind doesn't obey. You feel anxious. You feel insecure. You feel inadequate. You may think you own your emotions, but you don't. Who controls your emotions? They're controlling you. You think you're in charge, but you're not. When you feel grief, when you feel rage, when you feel uncontrolled, you realize you're not in charge. Something else is. Your mind, your emotions, they're like a country. They have borders, they have seasons, they have weather. Sometimes it's sunny, sometimes it's cloudy, sometimes it rains. You can't change the weather, but you can choose how to respond to it. You can choose to bloom in the sun or to grow roots in the rain. It's all up to you. And what about the things you own? Do you really own them? You own a phone, a computer, a television, a car. But how long do you own them? How long do you really own them? A broken heart? How long do you own that? A memory? How long do you really own that? And what about your life? Do you really own your life? One day you will leave this earth. One day you will die. One day your life will end. But when? No one knows. One day your life will end, but you won't be around to notice it. You won't be around to grieve it. You won't be around to fear it. So why not now? Why not at this very moment? Why not stop fighting it? Why not stop denying it? Why not stop running from it? Why not stop fearing it? Why not let it go? When you do, you become free. Free to embrace the present moment. Free to appreciate what you have. Free to love without holding back. Free to act with courage. Marcus Aurelius says, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." Here's the problem with wanting to own everything, with wanting to possess everything. It steals your joy. It robs you of your freedom. It shackles you to outcomes. You are no longer in control of your life. Life is in control of you. You are not the master of your fate. Your fate is the master of you. Here's the solution. Let go. Accept that you don't own anything. Be grateful for what you have. Love without holding back. Act with courage. Be kind. Be generous. Be forgiving. Be compassionate. Be humble. Be honest. Be authentic. Be real. Don't try to own everything. Just try to be everything. And remember, brothers and sisters, we don't own our minds, but we can train them. We don't own our emotions, but we can master them. We don't own our bodies, but we can take care of them. We don't own our lives, but we can live them to the fullest. We don't own anything, but we can be free.